Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Interlocking Loops Flosstube video. I'm your host Angela. It's been a few weeks since we talked. It's been crazy hectic around here with kids coming and going and different things happening, vacations and whatnot. But I've carved that little bit of time to get this video done. So let's get started. Well, if you remember, I've been working on what I consider a patriotic 4th of July flavored design, Patriotic Poppies by Brenda Gervais. And I talked about this last time. I'm changing it up quite a bit. I'm making the wagon smaller. I'm not doing some of this at the bottom or the alphabet. I thought that would make it fast enough that I could get more traction. But I've not been in a huge mood to actually get a whole lot of cross stitching done. I know, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? But I have done some. When we last talked, I'd started on the wagon. I now have most of the wagon done. It is shorter than it was supposed to be. I've moved around some of the flowers and the flag, and I have a good part of that done. So at least I am making some progress. It's on coffee tea dyed Aida, 2 strands over 1. I think it's about a 16 count fabric. So there is a little bit of progress happening, just not tons of the progress. Some is better than none. I've been distracted by all kinds of other crafty endeavors, and we'll talk about some of those here in a minute. One of the things I wanted to get kitted up for my fall start this year, and I make it sound like I'm only going to start one this fall, partly because that's about all I get started before I start working on Christmas gifts. And I like to do a lot of making, so that affects that. The one I want to start probably next month is from the Blue Flower. It's Acorns. I fell in love with this last year. I don't know how well you can see that. I know there's a little bit of glare there. It's so adorable. There's little bitty squirrels and little tiny acorns. I absolutely love it. So I've got the flosses picked out. They're all fancy flosses that are called for. And I found some 16 count ivory Aida. I think those colors will look really nice. So, and I have a Socks for Mom floss keeper. Alright, so that's on the list of things to get accomplished, or at least get started fairly soon. I've got it in a nice Halloween bag, fall bag. Okay, I was working on a sweater when we last spoke for my daughter. I finished it and she has it in Wisconsin. Part of the difficulty with kids coming and going, my son was here from a summer thing, and then he moved back to graduate school. His classes actually start, I think, tomorrow. My daughter, she's been in and out the last few weeks, and now she left on Friday, so she's up at graduate school, and that's all been very busy. So I'd hoped to get this episode done earlier. It's about 9 o'clock in the evening. I'm not someone that stays up late because I'm up really early in the morning. But so the sweater that I did make is up with her. I actually finished a pair of socks. I don't recall if I showed those on the last video or not, but I have started yet another pair of socks. I've knit for such a long period of time that I feel like if I don't have socks on the go on a set of needles, life is not normal. This is socks top down, DPNs, US 1s, 2.5 millimeter needle, I believe. And it is from the Cozy Knitter. She's a Canadian dyer, and this is on her Bliss base. The colorway is Kiss Me I'm Irish, so I had it from probably March. It may not have even been March of this year. It may have been last year. I'm just not sure. But they're coming along. So I'm working on the first sock, and I just absolutely love those stripes. Aren't those fun? It reminds me of peas and carrots, actually. So that I've been working on. I also, because I do lots of different crafts, I've been working on some spinning as well. And one of my goals for this year is to spin 4 braids of fiber. And I'm on the last one. And it's by Nest Fiber Studio. It's the turkey wool in the Under the Mistletoe colorway. And I have pictures of this on my Instagram, and that's interlocking loops on Instagram. Really pretty. I just love it. So I took, it's about 4 ounces. I took the braid, split it in half lengthwise, spun all of one up. Then I took the other one, split it into 4 sections lengthwise, and I'm spinning those, and I have the last section of that to go on the wheel. Then I usually let it rest at least 24 hours, and I can ply it all together, and I'll end up with a 2-ply. Probably a Sport to DK weight it seems to be my default setting on spinning, so that'll make some nice yarn when I have it done. As far as other crafty things, I know a lot of us follow Lori Holt, and she had a new video about crochet, her 3rd one I believe, that came out maybe 10 days ago. I bought some yarn. It's actually number 8 crochet cotton from Hobby Lobby, and I made a few of the little flowers that she kind of has a tutorial on in her video. I think they're adorable. I'm not a great crocheter, so it's good that she has step by step. I had it on my computer, I enlarged it as big as it would go, and I went through and ended up, seems like after you do the first one, the second one's just that much easier. So she shows in her video a variety of ways to use those. My initial thought, because I bought 2 colors of the crochet cotton, also an ivory, is on my sewing machines. I have a featherweight as well, and I wanted to decorate my machine up a little bit, but I kind of think these would just be fun sitting in front of the TV. Maybe they could be like little ornaments on a tree, or they looked cute. Lori had a bowl of them in a variety of her colors that looked adorable just as a decoration. So I've bought a few different candy dishes at some antique stores, and a cute candy dish full of these would be cute too. So, or a mason jar full. I don't know. Who knows? So I worked on those just today, and then I've done a little bit more of the quilt as you go method. And Erica Arndt, I know I've mentioned her before on her tutorials on YouTube. She has a great YouTube channel. I love watching all of the things she makes, and she's very multi-craftual as well. I made a mug rug that you can set your coffee or your tea on one side, maybe have a snack on the other one, and that's the quilt as you go method. Just following her video, which made it nice and easy. That'll be part of a Christmas gift. The person they're going to be gifted to doesn't watch, so I'm safe to show it. The last thing I've been working on, well, that I've been thinking about working on, is this past weekend, my husband's up moving my daughter into school, and I thought, well, I'd go to Great Clips, get my hair cut, and then from there I went to a quilt store I hadn't been to before. And just was my luck that there were, let's see, one section of the store was 30% off, the rest was 20% off, and I found some fabric. So her and I put our heads together, as I'm still pretty new in the buying of fabric for quilts. I was able to come up with a basic quilt design that I could do as a new quilter. And my inspiration fabric is a line by Seeds of Gratitude by Susan Wingate, and I'll show that to you here. I just love it. I'm from a rural setting, and I just think this is adorable. The turkeys, oh my gosh, the pheasants, the pumpkins. So I end up buying some fabric, and I've got some. This will be a border, and it's more of a kind of a teal for the border. But the main colors for the quilt itself will be these. And I think it's going to be great. This one has very small acorns on it too, so I think it's adorable. And I got it all on sale, including the backing. So that'll have to be something eventually that gets in play, but I don't know that that'll be anytime real soon. But I'm excited to have that. So I know this has been a short video, squeezing it in like I said. Hopefully we'll get together here in another couple weeks. Things for us at our house have calmed down a little bit since there's no more kids coming and going. Things should calm down, I hope. And then I can be on a more regular schedule. Until then, happy crafting. Bye-bye.